Welcome along to the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. It's day one of the ISU World Figure Skating Championships. It's our second event of the day. It is the pairs short program. My name's Chris Howarth. Delighted to have alongside me Kirsten Moore-Towers. Welcome along, Kirsten. Hey, this is your thing.
This is my thing. We're here. We made it.
Yes. It's going to be exciting.
We are in for an exciting event, as we are with all disciplines, really, in this championships. It's tight at the top, but perhaps the favorites coming in are Germany's Minerva Fabian-Hasse and Nikita Volodin, who have been defeated only once this season and are coming off of a recent win at the European Championships.
Yeah, they are in great form, that's for sure, but they're going to be pushed every inch of the way. It's quite a spectacle, this presentation now. We're ready to get underway with the first group. We've got 3 teams in the opening group, and to get us underway from Austria, the team that finished second in their national championships this year, debuting at the Worlds, Gabriela Izzo and Luke Maierhofer. So they're followed by the Swiss national champions, another team debuting here at the Worlds, Oksana Vouillamoz and Tom Bouvart.
Representing Uzbekistan, Ekaterina Geynish and Dmitry Chigirev.
And last to go in this opening group, another team debuting here. They were 8th at the 4 continents. First at the Asian Winter Games for Uzbekistan, Ekaterina Geynish and Dmitry Chigirev. So as always, it's a seeded draw, and we get down to the nitty-gritty a little bit later on. 6 warm-up groups. We've got a couple of ice resurfaces in between as well. But it could not be more exciting as the skaters warm up. You see, that's the skating order. Just to whet your appetite, of course, we've got the German team. They will be second to last to skate. Minerva Fabian-Hasse and Nikita Volodin. The Italians will follow them, Sarah Conti, Niccolo Marchi. Japanese team will head off the final group. Riko Miura, Ryushi Kihara, world champions of 2023. All that coming up later on as we take a look now at the teams in this opening group.
Looking here at Gabriela Izzo and Luke Maierhofer. Gabriela actually from Boston. This is a hometown Worlds for her, though now representing Austria with her partner Luke. They're in their first season together and doing quite well. We'll see some great throws and great side-by-side jumps from them. Here warming up their twist. This, of course, just a progression to what will be a double twist for them. All teams will do a twist in the competition today. Some will do a double. Most will do a triple twist.
Yeah, they've done pretty well this year, haven't they? 3rd in the Murano Ice Trophy, 6th in the Challenge Cup in Tilburg. They'll be followed by the Swiss team, Oksana Vouillamoz and Tom Bouvart.
20 teams will advance to the free program in the pair event. That means 3 teams will be cut. So Oksana and Tom are looking to make that cut and qualify in the top 20 teams. They say that's their goal for this competition. They've been working hard on the short program.
Yeah, there's a team that finished 4th in the World Junior Championships. 13th in the European Championships as well this year, which was a pretty good effort for them. You've got to fancy their chances if they can hold it together. And last to go in this opening group, Ekaterina Geynish and Dmitry Chigirev for Uzbekistan.
Katerina and Dmitry have actually been a team since the 2022-2023 season, but we haven't seen them on the international scene until this year. You can see from that huge triple twist, they have superb pair elements and definitely have the potential to find themselves skating a little bit later tomorrow from a great short program today.
Yeah, they did pretty well in the Grand Prix series this season, though, didn't they? Second
They did.
In, Skate Canada, 6th in Angers, and won the Asian Winter Games as well. So maybe a team to keep your eye on for the future.
That's right, and if my memory serves, I believe they won the free program at Skate Canada over reigning world champions. So they do have some good stuff in their arsenal.
Say that quietly. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting opening group, and honestly, right the way through this pairs short program, it's a real depth of talent. Watched a lot of the practices here, and it has been very, very impressive. I can tell you, if you've never seen pair skating live, it's one of the disciplines you should make the effort to try and see, because watching it on TV, you don't grasp just how fast the skaters are going or how high these throws are. It defies belief, to be honest.
Yeah,
you must have been crazy to do this sport.
If the shoe fits.
Oh, there you go. You said it.
So there are a couple of prescribed elements that all pairs have to do. They all have to do the same group of lift, which is a group 4. Essentially what that means is the lifted and lifting partner have to be holding hands, hand to hand. Pick up on that lift. They can do any throw that they like and any jump that they like, but they must do the backward outside death spiral. They'll do a step sequence, and they'll also do a side-by-side change combination spin.
Actually, just hitting on the death spiral, a few of the top teams were struggling with that this morning in practice, weren't they?
Yeah, they sure were. The back outside death spiral is the most difficult year for most teams. It is the most challenging death spiral to manage. So with teams like our first team out to skate, Gabriella and Luke, they may not have had quite enough time to master that death spiral yet, because it is such a difficult feeling to grasp.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple of the top teams were uncharacteristically struggling with that. Just goes to show how difficult it is. And we were talking earlier about just how difficult this discipline is, particularly, well, not particularly for the guys, but I always think for the men to have that balance of the strength that you need to be able to do the lifts and the throws and have the agility to be able to jump and be artistic and that range of movement. And the girls, well, they need to be made of different stuff to me, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's certainly a unique skill set. You'll learn pretty quickly if you like it or don't like it.
Unique skill set. That's an underestimation. I think it's a phenomenal discipline, this.
Final moments here. Gabriella looks relaxed.
Okay, well, that's it. It'll be the Austrians that get us underway, then the Swiss, then the team from Uzbekistan. But as I said, this is a seeded draw, but you won't want to miss any of this. It's going to be exciting right from the off. The level is very high, and just looking around, it's fabulous to see so many people in the arena for the pairs short program.
Now on the ice representing Austria, please welcome Gabriella Izzo and Luke Maierhofer.
So first to skate in the pairs short program here at these World Championships in Boston, Massachusetts. Representing Austria, it's the runners-up in the Austrian National Championships this year, Gabriella Izzo and Luke Maierhofer. There's the double twist. Wow, so much length on that throw triple Lutz. Well, they are packing in the content early on here, side-by-side triple Lutzes.
could be the key for them.
Very well done. They are thrilled with that, and rightly so. Just to put it into perspective, these two only been competing internationally this season. And to come out and perform like that is very creditable indeed. Well, you know, don't you, Kirsten, that it takes time to gel with a partner, and the years it takes to get the timing, to get that sort of almost second thought, isn't it? You know what your partner's going to do before they do it.
That's right. It takes a lot of time to gel as a team, and Gabriella and Luke have done such a great job with their coaching team in such a short amount of time to get themselves ready for an event as prestigious as this. Now, they are not going to get credit for their back outside death spiral. We spoke on the warm-up about how difficult of an element this is, and that's just one of the pair elements that's taking a little bit more time for this team. But the throw was amazing.
It was incredible, wasn't it? The length.
Let's take a look. Here it is. So solid.
Yeah, she was beautifully over that right foot, wasn't she, at the end of that? And here the side-by-side lutzes.
We won't see too many of these today, if any others. And they're pretty close together, Chris, which is difficult to do.
Yeah. And the unison between them wasn't bad. I mean, it's a difficult element. To do that on your own is not easy.
Okay, now I'll say hi.
Fantastic stuff. Well, their season's best is 51.68. They get a 48.20, so that's not too bad at all. I think they'll take that. So they set the pace. Very, very well done. Remember the names: Gabriella Izzo and Luke Maierhofer.
Competing on behalf of Switzerland, please welcome Vouillamoz and Bouvart.
So next up, the Swiss national champions. They finished 4th in the World Juniors this year, 13th in the European Championships. Oksana Vouillamoz and Tom Bouvart. lots of height on that twist. Oh yes, great unison on the triple toes. These two are off to the races. So much speed coming out of the throw triple salcho. Well, it's an auspicious start to this pair short program, that's for sure. These two almost running out of room on that throw triple salcho, and that could be a sign of things to come, couldn't it? Because a lot of the teams not used to skating on the NHL-size rink. But a great effort there from Oksana Vouillamoz and Tom Bouvart.
What a great skate for these two. In their first season together, already exhibiting some great pair skills, and they'll continue to work on that second mark. Things like the step sequence and their unison, these are things that they really have not had time for because they've been together for such a short period of time. And in the pair discipline, there are so many different things to learn and work on.
Yeah, when you take that into consideration, that pair spin at the end wasn't bad, was it? Because the first part of it, the unison was very, very good, I thought.
I agree.
Just lost it on the change, didn't they?
Oksana was coached by Stéphane Lamiel, who actually suggested to her that she should try pair skating.
Good suggestion.
I agree. A big win from this team today. Their goal was a great short program, and they've done it. Okay, let's watch the twist. Technical panel is looking for features. A feature is steps going in. They're not going to get that. Arms down while she's in the air, and a clean catch. They didn't get a clean catch. It's in at a level 1. I imagine the only feature they achieved is the split. Here, side-by-side triple toe loops. Oksana thinks about touching down, decides against it.
That's so good. I'd have loved to see that throw again.
That throw was amazing.
It was. I thought she was going to end up in the first row of seats. There's a guy down there who had a look on his face like he was going to die. So they're going to go into the lead, but by how much and for how long? 56-57. It is the lead. It's a great score for them. Very close to a season's best for them. And they go shooting into the lead. Really enjoyed that.
Brilliant job.
Competing on behalf of Uzbekistan, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Ekaterina Geynish and Dmitry Chigirev.
So all three teams in this opening group are debuting here at the World Championships. These two did compete at 4 continents a couple of weeks ago where they finished in 8th place. Wish them well here. Ekaterina Geynish and Dmitry Chigirev for Uzbekistan. So much elevation on that twist. Hand down on the toe loop. She nailed that throw triple flip. Just superb. Well, what a start. What an opening group this is. And it just seems incredible to me when you look at this team. The lack of experience together is amazing. And they look like they've been together for years. The timing between them is fantastic. Ekaterina Geynish and Dmitry Chigirev for Uzbekistan.
I see improvements in this team even since 4 continents, which really wasn't too long ago. They seem very well trained and prepared through all practices. They've been consistent. And their choreography was interesting, wasn't it? It's different, and art is so subjective, and whether it was your taste or not, they did it the whole way through. From the beginning to the end, in the lift, she was performing.
That's not easy, is it, to stay in character when you, particularly in a short program, whereas you really can't make a mistake. It's do or die, isn't it?
That's right. Here's the twist. There's a split. His arms go down and clean catch. She shouldn't touch him with any part of her body except for her hips. In at a level 3. Really well done. Watch Ekaterina's right hand. Whoop. It's okay. Only a small minus in grade of execution. Here their lift. We saw Ekaterina change positions. She's grabbing her blade And here's a difficult exit. These all features that allow the technical panel to award them levels. So that lift is in at a level 3, which means they would have been missing one of the features that they were attempting today.
The scores, please.
Well, 64-62 is their season's best score.
And Dmitry Chigirev.
And it's a 62-33.
In the short program, 62.
So that puts them into the lead. And they've got quite a comfortable lead at the end of this opening group. And I think we agree with that.
I agree. Well done, judges.
Thank goodness. So that's how it looks as we go into group number 2. We've got 4 teams in group 2. Teams from Ukraine, Japan, Finland, and the USA. There they are. So to get us underway, Sofia Holichenko and Artem Darenskyi, runners-up in the Junior World Championships. There they are.
Representing Japan, Yuna Nagaoka.
From Japan, Yuna Nagaoka and Sumatada Moriguchi debuting here at the World Championships. Finished 7th at the Four Continents Championships a couple of weeks ago. So then from Finland, they're ready to rumble. Melina Vaananen and Filippo Clerici, 18th last year at the World Championships. And last to go, the champions of the USA, Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. These two are a team that only got together back in 2023, but they're both very, very experienced pair skaters in their own right. So there's confirmation of how they'll go. It's been a good start, and things are only going to get better, I can tell you. They're off to the races, the atmosphere building. Tremendous support for the first team, who are competing in the World Championships for the 2nd time, 17th last year, competed in Europeans 3 times before. They finished in 11th place the last 2 years, Sofia Holichenko and Artem Darenskyi.
This team earned the silver medal at the World Junior Championships just last month. They said they went to Junior Worlds because they were hoping to earn more spots on the Junior Grand Prix for their country to be able to send pair teams out. They would have also reaped the benefits of experience. Each time you compete, you gain experience that helps you for the next time. This team was so good in practice this morning.
Yeah, they've had a good season, haven't they? Bronze medalists in the Olympic Winter Games test event, and in the Solidarity Cup, which is a junior Grand Prix, they won the silver medal. So it'll be the Japanese team that follow them, Yuna Nagaoka and Sumatada Moriguchi. These teams finished 7th in the Four Continents Championships this year, runners-up, as you'd imagine, in the Japanese National Championships. Of course, Rika Miura and Ryushi Kihara will be in the final group, and these two finished 3rd in the Asian Winter Games and competed in the Grand Prix as well this year.
And this team, for me, is one of the teams with this steepest improvement. They're improving their pair elements all the time. They skate in a well-established pair school where they see amazing pair skating every day. They work with great coaches. And that's a new element for them, the triple twist. We'll see that today.
Yeah, it must make such a difference training with the best teams in the world. And they'll be followed by the Finnish team. Vaananen and Filippo Clerici finished 14th in the European Championships this year. In fact, they did for the last 2 years. They're the Finnish champions for the last 2 years. 5th in the Memorial Chtchetinina Botticelli in Murano this year.
These two train at the pair school in Bergamo, another fantastic pair school in the world, home to many of the teams that we'll see today. This is their second World Championships as a team, so looking to build on the experience that they've made, progress that they've had.
And what about this team? The newly crowned US champions finished 5th in 4 continents this year, but they've had a meteoric rise, that's for sure. Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. I asked them actually at 4 continents whether they were surprised that they won nationals this year, and said no, it was all in the plan.
This team, for me, dare I say, is underrated.
Yeah.
I like this team so much. I think they continue to improve, and I love their material this year. And they said they wanted this to be a statement season. They felt at nationals they showed that they're training hard, they showed who they are as a team and what they're capable of. They focus on themselves, and they make sure that they do their job and do their elements as well as they can. Here we're going to look at a throw triple loop.
Yeah, they are so experienced in their own right, aren't they? Both had really good success with different partners, but together, there's a bit of magic there, isn't there?
I agree. Of course, they train in Boston, so this not only a home country Worlds for them, but a hometown. It's sure to be special.
Yeah, I know they've been looking forward to this. And they really do look confident out there in the warm-up. Let's hope they can keep it going. Just off camera, did a huge double twist, preparation for the triple.
It's always interesting to see how pairs warm up, because some pairs spend most of their 6 minutes apart and some stay together the whole time, but it's an interesting discipline because there's facets of it that have to be completed on your own and facets that you need your partner, but everybody plans these 6 minutes a little bit differently. It's all about strategy between these athletes and their coaches. What do they need to do in these 6 minutes to feel prepared but not feel like they've done too much?
Yeah, that's always the risk, isn't it, to overcook it in the warm-up.
Especially in an environment such as this, when it can be so exciting and the adrenaline is so high, it can be equally as important to make sure that the body and brain is calm and ready to attack, not overstimulated from a 6 minute warm-up.
It's a bit like commentating then.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I thought I'd try.
Well.
That concludes your warm-up. Skaters, would you please leave the ice?
Well, that's it. So we've got a warm-up after this group, and then there'll be another 4 groups. It is going to be a fascinating evening.
Competing on behalf of Ukraine, a nice welcome, please, for Sofia Holichenko and Artem Darenskyi.
Well, to get us underway in this second group of the pairs short program, the team from Ukraine. We wish them all the very best of luck. A team that finished second in the World Junior Championships this season. Sofia Holichenko and Artem Darenskyi.
Well done.
Yes! They nailed the triple salchows. unison, perfect.
Watch this.
It was a monster. Throw triple loop.
Come on.
Well, they hit the road running, that's for sure. In more ways than one. What a comeback after the little trip at the beginning, which must have unnerved her, to come back and skate the program as well as they did there. Hats off to them. Sofia Holichenko, Artem Darenskyi from Ukraine. Was that magnificent?
That was fantastic. And yeah, I think that would have snapped her back into it for sure.
Yeah.
This program for me was highlighted by a beautiful throw triple loop. One of the best I think we'll see in this event. Fantastic throw. Something that this team will continue to work on is those in-between things. The program transitionally is not as difficult as some of the teams we'll see moving forward. They'll want to keep working on their unison and the quality of their steps and their step sequence. But overall, the goal today was to skate a clean program. And if we forget briefly about the little stumble at the beginning, they've done that.
Yes. Yeah. I think we can forgive them that. It's it was all part of the choreography, really. Just
Looking
fooling
here
us.
at the triple twist. Here, their steps into it. Split, arms down, and catch. They've been awarded a level 3 for that element, which is great. This is my favorite element of the program. Look at this length. She checks out of this throw so early because it is so high. It's amazing.
Yeah, how difficult is it to maintain control of that when you've been thrown that far?
I don't know that I've ever been thrown that far, Chris.
Well, close to it. I've seen it.
I think it's all a part of learning where you are in the air and where your body needs to be in order to be over top of that standing leg. And Sofia has figured it out with the best of them.
I'd want a parachute, but dead sure.
Mission accomplished for this team.
Yeah, without a doubt. Really super stuff. So 57.40 is their season's best score. It'd be great if they could get better than that. They're going to lose a point for the fall. Oh, 57.2. It would have been a season's best if she stayed on her feet at the beginning there. But nevertheless, they go into second place.
Now on the ice, representing Japan, please welcome Yuna Nagaoka and Sumitana Moriguchi.
So a big moment for this young team. She's 19, he's 23. First time at the World Championships for them. Yuna Nagaoka and Sumitada Moriguchi. Bit of goodbye yellow brick road, can't beat that. What a shame. So much speed into the triple loops, and you can see, I think she's lost her confidence a little bit. Come on, Yuna. And a hand down, but finds the back outside edge.
Now watch the speed and ice coverage on this lift. Unbelievable.
Well, that was so impressive. Terrifying at moments. The speed was, well, it was beyond belief, wasn't it? Yeah, and you called it straight away. The lift was something else. They must have been doing nearly 30 miles an hour into that. Phenomenal. And again, a team to keep your eye on. They haven't been together long, and they're an exciting team. They're a young team. They're going to be around for a while. Yuna Nagaoka and Sumitada Moriguchi. Fantastic.
And I mentioned this team's improvement. They've improved so much, and I'm sure Yuna is frustrated. I saw her do so many triple loops this morning successfully, and seems to be maybe the case every so often for Yuna in competition, where perhaps experience will help her to get over whatever that is that's making it a little bit difficult for her in a competition run through. And the triple twist was not bad, just a little bit too much energy on the way out. I believe it was their first triple twist in competition, maybe a little bit of adrenaline. They did a nice one for them in warm-up. Let's take a look.
Just wonder whether the fall on this impacted her confidence into the loop.
Very possible. It's a pretty good twist, especially for a new element, and just pushes her back. Her feet aren't quite under her. It's a safe fall, but certainly still jarring. Yuna just so quick into rotation there.
She didn't have
And
an
like I
awful lot
said,
of room,
so
did she?
easy for her this morning. Here into their throw, triple Salchow. Good for her after 2 errors to hang on to it. And this lift, my favorite element of the program. Incredible speed and ice coverage. And something I feel this team excels at actually is their skating skills and how they partner with one another. Their step sequence was another highlight, expertly choreographed by Kathy Reed. I really believe it shows their strengths. This team has a bright future. They just need a little bit more time.
Yeah, I think they're exciting. Really fun to watch. And he's got a bit of character as well. I love it. So 60.32 is their season's best. They're not going to get anywhere near that, I'm afraid. No, 51.10. And that will put them in 4th place.
They are currently in 4th place.
So 4th of the 5 that we've had so far. They'll have to wait and see. Remember, 3 of these teams are not going to make it into the free. It's going to be nail-biting.
They compete on behalf of Finland. Would you please welcome Vaananen and Filippo Clerici.
So next up for Finland, they're the 2-time Finnish national champions. This is the 2nd time they've competed in the World Championships. They were 18th last year. Here's the start of their campaign in Boston. Melania Vaananen and Filippo Clerici. A lot of speed into the twist, so fast with the rotation. They didn't hang about going into those triple toes either. Brilliant unison. And it gets better and better. That's the throw triple flip. Now they've got to keep their heads. The release of all that pent-up emotion. They nailed that program and some.
There are 16 spots available to the Olympic Games for pairs at this World Championships, and I think we'll see this a lot from athletes who want to qualify for the free to give themselves a fighting chance to be in that top 16.
Yeah, it's about getting out there and not making mistakes, and these two hung on in there. Loved it. Melania Vaananen and Filippo Clerici for Finland. They skated their socks off, didn't they? Hope he's all right. Catch his finger.
And this team really has improved, Chris.
Yeah. Unbelievably, to be honest.
I really hope he's okay.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt your hand, do you? Is he all right? Well, if his hand is sore, his coach has just made it worse.
Nice to see this one of the teams that trains in the Bergamo school that I mentioned earlier on the warm-up.
Yeah, Andrei Hoturek has made a bit of an impact there, hasn't he? This was superb, the unison and the confidence between them.
So well timed and well executed. Going into the throw triplets. Well done. Not the fastest throw we'll see, not the biggest pattern. This, though, was so cool. This is an entry into their back outside death spiral. An entry is one of the features that will allow the tech panel to award a level. The other one is simply how many times both partners can rotate in a low position. This team was awarded a level 1, meaning they were only given their difficult entry. But it's a challenging death spiral, as we mentioned.
Certainly was, yeah. Probably the combination spin, although they got the levels, was a little bit rough around the edges, getting a negative GOE as well. But fantastic stuff for them. 57.82, second place. And they've got to be thrilled with that.
And that puts them currently in second place.
Well, it's been a fabulous first two groups here in these pairs short program. So the Finns into second place at the moment.
Representing the United States of America, please welcome Alyssa Efimova.
So we've got one team to go. They're the newly crowned US national champions. From that roar, you'd never have guessed, would you? They finished 5th in the Four Continents Championships a couple of weeks ago. They're in great form. A really experienced team, but not together. I wish them well. Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov for the USA. Oh, beautiful twist. What a start. Bit of a struggle on the triple toes. Back on track with a huge triple loop. so sharp.
Representing the United States of America, Efimova and Mitrofanov.
Well, what a moment for this young team. They train here in Boston, and to be honest, Boston needed this. And these two have delivered. Well done, Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov. Wasn't that special?
This team is special, Chris, and you know what? Not perfect today.
No.
Alyssa came down on 2 feet, a little bit under-rotated on the triple toe. She'll be disappointed about that, but everything else. And this program is so fantastic. It's musical, and I have to say the first time I saw it live was here in Boston. Both of them are vocal in it. They're yelling at parts of the choreography that's effective and intentional. I really think they have such a bright future together. Let's take a look at the twist. Alyssa splits, maybe not. Misha's arms come down, clean catch, in at a level 3. With a huge positive grade of execution. Now watch Alyssa here. Comes out of the air a little bit early, loosens her air position, has to put 2 feet down, but a great recovery with this beautiful throw triple loop.
Yeah, she thought about it on the end of that, didn't she? She was a little slow with the free leg on the way back, but she made it count, and that's a sign of a gutsy skater, and that's what you want in pairs. Lovely shot. And that's what it means.
The scores, please.
So when you look at that, it makes the scores irrelevant, doesn't it? Our hearts are with you guys.
Alyssa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov of the United States of America have
So the judges have gone with them. 63.70. It's not close to their season's best this year, but they go shooting into the lead after the first 2 groups.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break to resurface our ice. And then we will be right back with more of the pairs.
So that's how it looks after 2 groups. It's Alyssa and Misha for the USA out in front. Ekaterina and Dmitry for Uzbekistan in 2nd place, and the Finns, Melania Vaananen and Filippo Clerici in 3rd place. We've got an ice resurface coming up now. And that's going to take around 15 minutes, and then we've got 4 more groups to go. Remember, the draw is seeded, all the big guns going towards the end. It's been a fantastic start, and if you've enjoyed that, you won't want to miss what's coming up. We'll be back in around 15 minutes or so. So get yourself a cup of tea, get your slippers on, and we'll see you soon.
Crossover, I'd be getting some really important players, so you got to be giving their all, so we're expecting you all week to give yours as well. You're going to play a major part, not just with the noise you're going to make for these athletes, but you're also going to play some games and have some fun with us.
Get ready with me with Luca.
Have you seen him?
Have fun.
Have fun. Walks in and Leah's like, I was listening to Can't Fight the Fever.
What?
Can't Fight the Fever.
Oh.
She hasn't watched it, but she knows the song.
I would like the movie.
You would like it.
I know. I feel like I've already seen it.
I told her the gist of it. I didn't tell her what actually happens. She can still watch the movie and experience it.
What are you doing?
I am so comfy, cozy, warm. It's been very, very cold down here on the ice. So I looked over to my right and I saw our wonderful sweepers. I went over, asked them if I could have a blanket, and Michaud said yes. And we are now comfy, cozy, cuddly. What does it mean to you to be on this couch, watching what you're watching with these pairs programs? I think we got to get Ashley a blanket. She's looking at me very jealous, and I think she wants one.
I'm freezing, but I have a question for you. What, for both of you, what skaters are you, fingers crossed, hoping you'll be able to sweep for? Talking to me. She has taste, ladies
make some noise for your amazing sweepers, Boston. They're doing an incredible job. Some would say the hardest work is here. Hopefully we can catch up to you girls and some of your sweeper mates a little bit later on. More from the 2025 ISU World Figure Skating Championships coming up.
Welcome back. Well, there they are. The teams ready for warm-up group number 3. We've got 4 teams. Teams from Canada, Poland, Australia, and France. And to get us underway in this third group, Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier from Canada, team that finished 3rd in Canadian Nationals this year. Then from Poland, Julia Chtchetinina and Michaud Wozniak, 7th in the European Championships this year. They're the 2-time Polish national champions.
Representing Australia, Anastasia Golubeva.
Then from Australia, Anastasia Golubeva and Hector Giotopoulos Moore, 6th in the 4 Continents Championships this year. 3rd time at the World Championships for them. And the husband and wife team, Camille and Pavel Kovalev, 9th at Europeans, 4 times the French national champions. 3rd time at the World Championships for them.
Your 6-minute warm-up begins now.
So here we go. It's like a racetrack. There's confirmation of how they'll go. Kirsten's up and running. She's hitting the beat.
I'm excited, Chris. It's getting good. It's been good. It's been a great event so far.
It really has been fantastic.
So what we'll see in these groups to come often are the same elements that we've already seen in the first couple of groups. The difference will be the quality of the way that they're done. We'll see bigger patterns, we'll see faster patterns, more intricate transitions and choreography. Maybe not as much in this group, but in the following 4 groups for sure, we'll see this continue to get better and better and better as we go.
Yeah, as you rightly said, it's been a cracking start, though, hasn't it? Really super. Well, I hope you're enjoying it at home. So there they are, the team that are going to get us underway. Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier from Canada.
Kellyanne and Luca are Canadian bronze medalists, a couple years in a row. They are a great young team. They've been together for so many years. They were on the podium at the novice national championships, excuse me.
They'll be followed by the Polish team, the 2-time Polish national champions. This is Julia Chtchetinina and Michaud Wozniak, 7th in the European Championships this year, this team was, and they've been pretty competitive. Won the Golden Spin, 3rd in the Challenge Cup in Tilburg as well. There's the Australians. See if we'll get it right this time. Anastasia Golubeva and Hector Giotopoulos Moore. That's
Well
more
done.
like it. Got the wrong teeth in before.
Warming up here for their throw. Triple loop, well done.
They look right on the money, don't they? Really, really sharp.
They are the first Australian team to win a medal on the Grand Prix circuit. They've been together since just before COVID started and have recently relocated to Canada with their coach. They train with reigning world champions Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps.
And that's got to be great for them. Yeah, twice runners-up in the World Junior Championships as well. And then last to go, the husband and wife team, Camille and Pavel Kovalev from France. These two, well, a couple of years ago, finished 6th in the European Championships. They're 4 times the French national champions. Had a pretty good run-up to this World Championships with a 4th place finish in the Olympic Winter Games test event in Italy.
They had a challenging off-season. Pavel dislocated his ankle and underwent surgery during the summer. He injured his back shortly after returning to the ice and had to miss another 2 weeks. So they had a rocky start to the season, but are really hoping to qualify for the free program here in Boston.
Yeah, they look stronger every time we see them, don't we? It does take time to get back from injury. There has to be a game plan, and you gotta listen to what your body's saying. Mine's constantly shouting at me. But I don't listen.
Taking a look on your screen at panel of judges. Here, Kellyanne and Luca. Luca has been terribly sick. Diagnosed with strep throat on Monday, just 2 days ago. Was unsure if he'd be able to skate. But has been improving a little bit each day. Nice double twist from Kellyanne and Luca. That will be a triple in their short program.
Yeah, hopefully he's strong enough to get through the short. It's the free that's going to be, that's a different animal entirely, isn't it?
It sure is, yeah, mentally and physically. But hopefully with one more day,
yeah,
he's feeling even better again.
Gonna need it.
Here, Yulia Chtchetinina. This short program is one of my favorites of the season. Just over a minute left here. Everybody's winding down. Pair teams don't often warm up every element in their short program. They will prioritize the elements that need the most love and perhaps the most progressions to get through to the final result. Here, Australian team just doing the first part of their lift. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a group 4 lift, hand to hand. We'll see lifted and lifting partners holding hands as they ascend into the air. They'll then do a whole bunch of other stuff. For levels, I'll try to walk you through it as we go.
Yeah, a lot of the teams just going through preparations, aren't they, in these 6-minute warm-ups, which is not a bad idea.
Getting a feel of the environment, the lights, how the ice feels, the crowd, all of these things contributing factors to how each of them will feel mentally and physically.
Yeah, it is strange, isn't it? Even though you've had a practice on this ice in particular, when you come out for the event itself, it feels completely different.
So different.
Yeah.
Night and day. Kellyanne and Luca at the boards with Stephanie Valois and Yvan Desjardins. Longtime coaches, forever coaches, actually.
So that's it. Warm-up's over. We're ready to get underway with group number 3.
They compete for Canada. Would you please welcome now Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier.
So they finished 3rd in the national championships for the past 2 years. Here competing in the World Championships for the 2nd time, Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier. We wish them well. Separate ways, the music. Let's hope they go the same way. Crisp on the triple twist. And they make the Salchows. So much speed, both in and out of the throw triple loop. It was a monster. fantastic. Well, for these guys, it's almost like skating at home. There is so much support for them. Not that they needed it. Goodness me.
These two love skating, and they're so passionate about the job they do every time. They want to be better. They continue working hard to be better. What a great short program for Kellyanne and Luca today.
Yeah, it couldn't have been better, could it? They kept their head, kept their composure.
Everything in the positive grade of execution. Judges deciding that everything they did was with quality. I agree.
Yeah, they didn't have to review much, did they? Such was the quality of the program, and that's always good to see. Well, that's if he can skate like that when he's under the weather, watch out when he's on form.
Taking a look at their triple twist here. Steps going in. Luca's arms come down and a clean catch. Maybe no arms. Technical panel awarding only a level 2. Coming into their side-by-side jumping past their triple Salchow. Well done, both very strong jumpers. And this throw triple loop, maybe the best from Kellyanne that I've seen in competition this season. So confidently over top of her right foot.
Yeah, that must have felt great. She didn't have to fight at all, did she? Her weight was in perfect position.
They continue working on their second mark. They know that it is what needs improvement. Should they want to break into the top 2 groups, which of course they do, I see those little improvements all the time. I see a little more stretch in these lifts.
Okay, 62.90 is their season's best score. Then he's 63 to go into the lead. It's going to be 3rd place. It is a season's best, but it's close to a certain season's best for them. 3rd it is, in behind the team from Uzbekistan. Still Alyssa and Misha out in front.
Competing on behalf of Poland, would you please welcome now to the ice Yulia Chtchetinina and Michaud Wozniak.
So it's the 2nd time that these two have competed in the World Championships together. Competed at Europeans this year where they finished in 7th place. They're the 2-time Polish national champions, Yulia Chtchetinina and Michaud Wozniak. Oh, so much height. Great control on the twist. Not quite in unison there, were they? And she didn't get enough elevation down on the triple toe. How did she hang on to that?
Watch this entry. cool.
Well, a really fun program. Great choice of music from them. Can't beat a bit of Florence and the Machine, can you?
You really can't. I really like this team. Unfortunate mistakes for Yulia and Mikhail today. They mentioned earlier that their consistent results this season are starting to make them feel a little bit of pressure. Last year they came in without expectations, without anything, because they were such a new team. Everything was just a bonus. And now this year they're delivering consistently. Yeah. And that does bring a new level of pressure that they probably haven't felt before to this extent.
It's the sort of pressure you put on yourself, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The expectation is there. Yeah, such a shame the triple toe didn't work. Don't know if she rushed the timing, just didn't quite get the lift. Hopefully we'll see that again. And then the back outside death spiral, the technical panel looking at it sort of died on them a little bit, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It is a difficult death spiral. It's definitely in the system. It's valid. In at a level 2 right now, meaning they went one time around. Oh.
Dropped to a 1.
So they would have only been awarded the entry feature. Looking here at their triple twist. In at a level 3. And a really great grade of execution. It's very well done, and it's being rewarded as such. Here are where problems start. Watch Yulia. Can't get all the way around. It's in and under rotated, and she has to take a fall. This, though, this is a difficult entry into their group 5 hand-to-hand lift. Look, they're holding hands. He presses her up from his shoulder. She changes position. And now he goes on one arm for 2 revolutions, followed by a difficult dismount. That's a level 4. And it's very well done. And that entry is their signature move.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? It's a very, very difficult entry.
It is very difficult, and some teams will elect to do a spiral entry.
Yeah.
I'm not judging, I was one of them. But you can do, if you can do something so difficult as this and be rewarded for it, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, how crucial are those errors? 62.76 is their season's best. They need 63.71 to go into the lead. Don't think they're going to do that, but where will they go? No, 56.37. It's 7th place for the team from Poland. 7th of the 9 that we've had so far. So it's going to be nail-biting for them, because remember, it is seeded, this draw. The teams, in theory, will get better.
Now on the ice, representing Australia, would you please welcome Anastasia Golubeva and Hector Giotopoulos.
So it's the 3rd time they've competed in the World Championships. Been inside the top 10 both times. They were 8th in their first appearance at Worlds. 4th in the 4 continents last year. 2-time the Junior World silver medalists. They've looked in pretty good shape here. What now for Anastasia Golubeva? and Hector Giotopoulos more for Australia. Oh, it was a good effort. It's probably their weakest element, but they got through it, the triple twist. Oh, beautiful triple toe loops. And there's the loop. It doesn't get much better than that. Well, the evening's getting better and better. Love the choice of music. Exogenesis Symphony, the first part, and more of them used there. Change of rhythm in that second part. I loved it. I loved the way they changed their tempo. They really did skate to the music very, very well. Great elements. Just that twist at the beginning, a little shaky. But apart from that, that entry into the spins at the end, the butterfly and the flying camel, so difficult on your own. Absolutely. But to get the timing right with your partner.
And so close together, yeah. Well timed.
Great stuff.
Yeah, well done by this team. Beautiful side-by-side jumping elements, beautiful throw, great death spiral, great lift. The twist is a little bit of a challenge right now. It seems to be in a rebuilding phase for this team. They acknowledge that they're working hard on it. They do tons of off-ice work, and it's really getting better off the ice. And so surely that will mean it will translate to the ice one day very soon.
Yeah, but even so, after the technical panel, I've had a look at it. They've given it a 2. That twist, so that's not going to hurt too much. Obviously, the GOE goes down because the quality of it wasn't great. So
yeah, they're earning 3.82 points for the twist. Top teams will earn more than 8 points for the twist. So you can see there's a big differential. There, though, you just saw beautiful side-by-side triple toes, so well executed. I loved this transitional lift into their throw, triple loop. And this, one of the best throws I've seen Anastasia do this week, really. In order for this to be valid, Hector has to be sitting lower than his knee, and Anastasia's head has to be lower than her standing knee. It's incredibly difficult. It's a different take on exogenesis, you're right, and you can tell they love it. For me, it was a little jarring for me the first time I heard it, but they are so fully committed to it. They very clearly like to perform it, and they're expanding their performance horizons, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it shows their versatility, and it's good to see a team that are definitely pushing themselves. Now, 65-36, their best score this season. They've got a season's best, 65-73, and they go shooting into the lead. New leaders, and we're getting close to the halfway point. So Anastasia and Hector leading Alyssa and Misha down into second place now.
Representing France, would you please welcome now to the ice Camille Kovalev and Pavel Kovalev.
So these two, the four-time French national champions, husband and wife team, Camille and Pavel Kovalev from France.
I'm calling. There's no escape. I can't wait to need it. Baby, give me it. You're dangerous. I'm loving it.
Right on the beat of the bang, that triple twist. She just doubles the toe.
She looked to be running out of room.
Yeah. Oh, she did well there. Real deep knee bend on that triple flip. Oh, what a shame. It's a costly mistake, that doubling out on the toe loop, and just looked a little bit ragged towards the end there, certainly on the side, on these combination spin, just getting the unison out of sync a little bit there. So that's going to cost them as well. Camille and Pavel Kovalev from France.
Yeah, you have to wonder, Chris, how the ice size impacts that pattern for their side-by-side triple toe loops. It really did look like Camille was running out of space, and though everybody does know the ice size before the championships, and I know there are lots of dance teams who have been utilizing pylons and trying to make the ice smaller, it can be difficult to simulate. I wonder if that had an impact on Camille in that element.
Yeah, just to reiterate on that, so an Olympic size ice surface is 60 meters by 30 meters. International is 56 meters by 26 meters. And this is 200 feet by 80 feet. So it's a little bit longer, but it's a heck of a lot thinner. And it does make a difference.
Here, looking at it, just looks quick. This was a nice recovery. Camille and Pavel struggled with this element on practice yesterday. She did well to hold on to it. Not the most flow that we'll see. Judges are looking for more speed and flow out than they are in. The best teams will do that. Here, their Group 4 lift. Change of position, that's a feature for an additional level. And a difficult exit, that lifts in at a level 3. Their big goal is to qualify for the free skate.
Hopefully they've done enough. Having said that, 3 of those elements are getting negative GOEs, aren't they?
The score, please.
Laurent Dupuis sat alongside. So, 54, best score, 54.07. So it is 9th place for them.
And they are currently in 9th place.
So as yet, it's going to be a nail-biter for them. So that's the situation after 3 groups. The Australians out in front. Alyssa and Misha in 2nd place, and Katerina and Dmitry for Uzbekistan in 3rd place. Teams for warm-up group number 4 already backstage to come out onto the ice. Things certainly will hot up with this group. They look pretty relaxed, don't they? Teams from Great Britain, Holland, Canada, and Germany in this group to get us underway.
Digby.
The 4-time British champions, Anastasia Vaipan-Law and Luke Digby. They're having a great season. 5th in the European Championships this year they were. Another team who have been impressive this year, Danilova and Michaud Tsiba for the Netherlands. They finished 10th at the European Championships. They've looked pretty good here in practice so far. Then from Canada, Leah Pereira and Trent Michaud, bronze medalists in the 4 Continents Championships this year. Kirsten's up on her chair.
And from Germany,
and last to go from Germany. Could be a big night for the Germans. Annika Hocke and Robert Kunkel, bronze medalist in the European Championships back in 2023.
Your 6-minute warm-up begins right now.
Here we go then. 6 minutes to get a feel of the ice, get those skating legs on, soak up the atmosphere. That's how they're going to go. It's a red-hot group, all chasing that pretty impressive score from Anastasia Golubeva and Hector Giotopoulos more. 65-73 is the target score for these teams. We've got so far 8 teams that have qualified in for the free. First to go, the British champions, Anastasia Vaipan-Law, Luke Digby. They have been really, really good this season. Second in the Warsaw Cup. They did a couple of Grand Prix as well. Skated in Skate America and the NHK Trophy. Finished in 6th place in both of them.
This team is on the rise, and they say their strategy remains unchanged. Strategy has always been about putting down a good program that will allow them to continue in the competition.
Well,
I think they're past that goal at this point, if I'm honest with you.
They are. I think you're right. They've had a pretty good season this year. Let's hope it continues in the same vein. They'll be followed by the Dutch team, Daria Danilova, Michaud, Tsiba. And these two finished in 10th place in Europeans this year. They were 8th the year before. This is the 5th time they've competed at the World Championships. They were 9th at Worlds back in 2022. He sometimes can be a bit vulnerable with that triple salchow, can't he?
Absolutely. The jumping elements, as we just saw Daria turn out of her triple salchow, the jumping elements for this team are so key to their success. They have everything. This is what they need.
Well, let's hope they've got their jumping legs on today. Guess who's next? It's the Canadians. Kirsten's rocking and rolling in the commentary booth, I can tell you. Don't know what's going to happen when Diana and Maxine take to the ice. So next to go is Leah Pereira and Trent Michaud from Canada. They're two-time the silver medalists at Canadian Nationals, bronze medalists in the 4 Continents Championships this year. The 3rd time they've competed at the World Championships together.
That's right, 3rd time at Worlds and never lower than 7th. They were 6th in their debut as a team in 2023. Leah has only been doing pairs for 3 years, really. She did 1 year at the novice level several years ago and has settled into the discipline so easily and so well.
Yeah, she's in good hands. And there's the German team. They'll be last to go, Annika Hocke and Robert Kunkel. This team, bronze medalists in the European Championships a couple of years ago. And their best result in the World Championships was last year when they finished in 5th place. Could they possibly shake things up and find a way to get themselves on the podium? They've been pretty good this season. 4th in Skate Canada, 4th in the NHK Trophy.
That's right, and this is another team that the jumping elements, this side-by-side triple salchow is so key. They're a great team regardless, but in order to break into that top 5, as you mentioned, it is crucial, critical. And I do want to mention, I'm excited for everybody, not just Canadians.
No, it's the dancing. The pace of the dancing increases when the Canadians come out. You're always moving.
Just side-by-side, not side-by-side, a solo double salchow for Annika. And Leah and Trent with a double twist. That's a progression towards the triple that they will do in the competition. Anastasia and Luke probably slowing down their warm-up by now. They skate first. They'll want to bring the heart rate down. Try to keep it within their team. They've mentioned that they're trying to look at this competition not as an Olympic qualifier, but just as another World Championships, which is a great strategy to not get too worked up about what's at stake.
Yeah, but it's always in the back of your mind, isn't it? I hear what you're saying, but it's not going in.
I'm just telling you what they told me.
Well, wish them well. There is so much at stake for all these teams. It's not your average World Championships, this one. And that's what makes it so much fun. Now, oh yes.
Beautiful throw triple loop from Leah Pereira. Struggled with that a little bit earlier this season.
Remaining in your warm-up.
It's been great in practice.
Yeah, the Brits, they're not going to do any more now, I wouldn't think. Annika Robert just settling down. She gets a triple salchow out, though.
And it's looked great in practice this week. It's looked better than I noticed at Skate Canada earlier this year. All of these teams, Chris, will want to be in the final 2 groups tomorrow. And they're all capable.
They certainly are, but the pressure's on because the level's been so good, hasn't it?
The level has been fantastic in this pair event. From the first skate all the way until now, we've really been treated to some fantastic pair skating.
Skaters, would you please leave the ice?
What I love about the pair discipline is you're able to see the different levels of difficulty throughout teams doing the same element. We see these progressions from a newer team all the way to teams that could be world champions.
Well, that's it. Ready to get underway with group number 4. There'll be an ice resurface after this, then the top 2 groups.
They are here representing Great Britain. Would you please welcome out to the ice Anastasia Vaipan-Law and Luke Digby.
A huge moment for these two. 3rd time in the World Championships for them. They're in great form. 5th in the European Championships. They've never been inside the top 10 at the World Championships. That would be fantastic for them if they could get themselves in a position to do that here. Anastasia Vaipan-Law and Luke Digby for Great Britain. Solid start, that's the twist. Pristine clean on the double axles. Oh, such a delay on that throw triple salto. It's huge. Well, they've done it again. Wasn't that fabulous? Anastasia Vaipan-Law and Luke Digby having the season of their lives, that's for sure.
Anastasia Vaipan-Law and Luke Digby.
This team gets better the more and more they compete and get this experience. We see the confidence growing in them individually and as a team. Huge respect to their team in Dundee, Sai and Debbie Briggs.
And Jason.
Jason Briggs.
It's a Briggs trio.
I love what they stand for. They say they just want to continue doing what's led them to this point, and that's continuous hard work and always wanting to be better every day in practice, and that is what drives them forward. And I think when you train every day with that in mind, the steady incline and improvement has to come.
Yeah, they certainly are getting better and better. There's no doubt about it. Now, the base value of the program's slightly down because they did the double axels instead of the side-by-side triples, but the quality was good, wasn't it?
That's right. Here, looking at the twist, not their strongest element. They've been improving it every season, but they will continue to work on that, work on getting a higher level, a little bit more height. Hand-to-hand group 4 lift. Anastasia changes position. And Luke goes to one hand. He has to be on one arm for 2 full revolutions before their dismount. He's done it. It's a level 4. Anna struggled with this morning. Not today. She fought so hard to keep that left side in check.
I thought she'd left it too late at one point. She was so late into the rotational position. Brilliant. Okay, their season's best score 66.54. That's in fact a personal best for them. 61.01 it is for them. They're in 5th place.
61.01.
So 5th in behind Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier for Canada, ahead of the Finnish team.
Representing the Netherlands, please welcome now Danilova and Tsiba.
So next up, another team that is getting better and better every time we see them. This the 5th time they've competed at the World Championships. They have been inside the top 10 before. That has got to be a goal for them here. And we wish them all the best of luck. Bit of Ed Sheeran, Give Me Love, the music, the skating from Daria Danilova and Michel Tsiba for the Netherlands. Real quality etched over that twist. Now, can they nail the side-by-side jumps? Yes, they can! When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Well done, guys. And she makes the throw. What a running edge coming out of that. Throw triple flip. Oh, no.
Come on.
Thank goodness he kept hold of her. Come on, work. I tell you what, I really take my hat off to these two. The side-by-side jumps have been a bit hit and miss, but when it came to the moment, they found a way, didn't they? They both nailed the triple salchow. That was fantastic. And then that fall coming around the corner here. If he hadn't kept hold of her, they'd never have been able to do the lift. And it was a struggle. I bet his arms are screaming at him now.
Yeah, it was certainly less speed. You want the speed to assist you in moving through the turns of the lift. And so having a fall 2 crossovers before you're due to pick your partner up is certainly not ideal, but they made it work. I haven't seen them nail the side-by-side triple salchows like that this season. I don't think I've seen it once this season like that, with that quality. So great for them.
I don't think they have either.
Great for them to get that done today here when it counts the most. I love this program for them. They have expressed frustration in not getting as high of components as they want, and I think they're a fantastic team. Where I think they could grow in the future is increasing the difficulty of their transitions, trying to include more difficult turns and levels and styles of movement. And I think that would take them even further to the next level, but I do really like this team.
They are refreshing.
Looking here at their triple twist, a great element for them.
Didn't get his arms down though, did he?
Doesn't look like Michel gets his arms. Arms have to be below the shoulder for that feature to count.
That was a monster element, wasn't it?
Oh, and here it is. I think it looks like they just clicked blades.
You can see him pushing like crazy on those 2 cuts.
And you see that determination in his face. Change of position, gets to 1 arm, gets the job done. It is a level 4, but the quality is not quite the same as it may have been, would have been, if they had an optimal pattern into the element.
Yeah, you've got to say he did so well to get the levels and make it through that lift, I think. So where will it be? It's not too bad, all things considered. 58.77. They were looking for more. They've Piesnel best is 61.24. It's not so bad, guys. Come on.
Now on the ice representing Canada, here are Pereira and Michaud.
Well, they finished second in the Canadian National Championships for the last 2 years. This is the 3rd time they've competed in the World Championships together. They've been inside the top 10 both times. Bronze medalist in the 4 continents this year as well. Here, Sing 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 for Pereira and Michaud from Canada. Oh, so much height on the twist. And there's the toes. Oh, down on the loop, what a shame. just love the program.
Yeah, brilliant short program choreography by Jean-Luc Baker and Olivia Smart. I love this program for them, and you can see their intention and direction with how to continually improve the program components. That part of their skating has improved so much this season, but unfortunate mistake here on the throw.
Yeah, it's going to cost them, isn't it? It's going to cost them, what, 2.5 points on the element alone, and that extra point on the fall as well. So over 3.5 points lost there.
Absolutely, and that's without considering grade of execution. Yeah. So it is a tough blow for this team, but everything else done so well. Twist in at a level 4, the highest level of difficulty.
And a great GOE as well.
The lift 2.
Oh, such a shot. I thought she got it as well, didn't you? For a moment there, I thought she might have been able to hang on to the throw triple loop. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see it again.
Take a look. I love this choreography into the triple toe loop. You know they're confident when they're performing to this level into these side-by-side triple toe loops. Here it is. Let's take a look. Throw triple loop. Free legs just a little bit wide on the checkout. She's not able to hang on to it. Back outside Desperal. Trent is in a spread eagle. That's a difficult entry. Once both athletes are in a low position, the technical panel starts counting. They've awarded Trent and Leah a level 3 on this element. Just shy of 3 rotations for that level 4.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So they need 65.74 to go into the lead. 69.79 is their season's best score. Hold your breath. 63.28 is third place. Oh. And there it is. It's that fall made the difference.
Third place.
So they slot in behind Alyssa and Misha.
Competing for Germany, would you please welcome now Annika, Hocke, and Robert Kunkel.
Well, it could be a big night for the Germans. We'll have to wait and see how things pan out. These two seem certainly very pumped. They were great in the 6-minute warm-up. Let's see if they can keep it going here. Annika Hocke and Robert Kunkel from Germany. Through the twist. Lots of speed too.
No.
Oh no, they got the timing of the South Coast completely wrong. They need this. It was enormous. Well, all credit to them. They kept pushing all the way through the program. It was nowhere near the performance they were looking for. Annika Hocke and Robert Kunkel from Germany. Guess I just wonder whether they were too pumped for it. They seemed really, really up for it, didn't they?
It's possible. It's so possible. It's a fun program, and when skated well, it's so fun and easy to get behind. Choreographed by Anna Capellini and Luca Lanote. It's their second season with it, and unfortunately, on the jumping element, Annika did a double and Robert fell. So the way that works is they will only receive credit for the lowest number of rotations, which of course is 2 with a fall. So on this element, they're receiving 0.65 points, as opposed to close to 5 that they would normally get.
It could have been more, couldn't it, if they'd done a good one.
And throws really are Annika's signature.
Yeah.
She's so comfortable and confident in throws. Unfortunately today it looked, you're right, Chris, like it might have been a little bit too high and she was not able to control the landing.
It was a touch of the Yuzuru Han-Yus on the landing, wasn't it?
Taking a look here, their triple twist. Great element for them. All right, here's where the problems began. Watch, Annika only rotates twice, but Robert is not able to land cleanly, so really we're just receiving almost nothing on this element. Back outside death spiral, in at a level 2. Receiving a slight positive in the grade of execution.
I've got to ask you.
Ask me.
I'm going to ask you. When you're doing side-by-side jumps and your partner doubles out, can you sense it?
Usually.
And does it put you off your timing?
Annika Hocke and Robert Kunkel, representing Germany, have earned in the short program 55.
She's thinking about it.
1-6. That puts
So it's
them
12th place for the Germans.
12th place.
It's not what they were looking for. They do qualify, but they're going to be right down the bottom, aren't they? They've got some work to do.
Take a break now to resurface the ice.
Remembering this team was 5th last season.
Short program.
Yeah.
Here at the
It's a bit of a shocker for them.
To answer your question, I don't think you can really notice because you should be already in your jump, but you typically can tell when your partner lands before you landed, then usually they've not rotated as many times.
Beautifully said.
Pro
So
tip.
that's how it stands with 2 groups to go. It's the Australians out in front, Golubeva and Giotopoulos more, then the Americans, Elisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov, and the Canadians, Etier, Pereira and Trent Michaud in 3rd place. We've got 2 groups to go. Remember, it is seeded. Some big guns to go. Rico Miura and Ryushi Kihara, Diana Stellato-Dudek, Maxime Deschamps, the defending champions. The Germans who are in great form, Minerva Fabian Hassa and Nikita Volodin. All that coming up after a 15-minute break for an ice resurface. We'll be back in a moment or 2. Hope you can join us for that.
Baby's gonna fly so high every day.
Thank you so much. Well, Boston, we don't go too far. We still have another group of skaters left. Stay tuned for more.
Pour ma beauté, je fais confiance à mon esthéticienne. Avec ses soins de beauté professionnels, ma peau est plus belle, mon visage paraît plus jeune et éclatant de beauté. Dans les instituts de beauté Geynish et Maierhofer. Pour ma beauté, je fais confiance à mon esthéticienne. Avec ses soins de beauté professionnels, ma peau est plus belle, mon visage paraît plus jeune et éclatant de beauté. Dans les instituts de beauté Geynish et Maierhofer.
I'm Dave Roberts. I was born in Okinawa. My father is African American, my mother is Japanese. As I was growing up, I learned to treat people with sincerity. And that's why I treat my players not only as athletes, but as fellow human beings. The way to unlock a person's potential is with people.
人を輝かせるチームでありたい。木下グループ。一つ一つは小さな違いもきっともっとできることがあると思う。街を輝かせたい。マルハン。一つ一つは小さな違いもきっともっとできることがあると思う。街を輝かせたい。マルハン。
Pour ma beauté, je fais confiance à mon esthéticienne. Avec ses soins de beauté professionnels, ma peau est plus belle, mon visage paraît plus jeune et éclatant de beauté. Dans les instituts de beauté Geynish et Maierhofer.
All right, Boston, we haven't heard a lot of singing tonight. There's been a lot of applause, a lot of screaming, but I want to hear your singing voices. So what we're going to do is have a little karaoke camp courtesy of Skate
So welcome back. You join us just in the nick of time. We've got 2 groups to go in the pairs short program. 8 more teams to participate, and there the next group, the penultimate group, ready for their introductions. Teams from Georgia, the USA, Hungary, and Italy. And it'll be the team from Georgia who will get us underway.
Representing Georgia, Anastasia Metelkina.
So here they come. They are 2-time the junior world champions. Bronze medalists in the European Championships this year. They were silver medalists the year before. Second time in the World Championships for them together. Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea, former US national champions, will follow them. This is the 3rd time that they've competed in the World Championships. Never been inside the top 10 before. Be the Hungarians who follow them, 4th in the European Championships for the last 2 years. They were 4th in the World Championships last year. Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. And then for Italy, Rebecca Gilade, Filippo Ambrosini. A team that finished in 6th place in the European Championships this year. They were bronze medalists the year before, silver medalists before that. This is the 3rd time they've competed at the World Championships, and another team that have never made it into the top 10 at the World Championships. Could they do it here?
I think they could.
They'd love to. So that's it. That's how they're going to go. And as you look at that picture, just to remind you, the final group, it's Riko Miura, Ryushi Kihara. For Japan will lead us off. Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps will follow them. Minerva Fabian Haas and Nikita Volodin will be 3rd to go and last to go in the final group. Sarah Conti and Nicolo Macci. But we look at the Georgians now, 2-time the junior world champions. 7th they were last year. You fancy their chances? They could shake things up, couldn't they?
This team absolutely could be a dark horse. They could be an upset. I don't know how much of an upset it would be. They were 3rd at Europeans.
Yes.
So they have established themselves already as a senior team on the world stage. But their most recent junior world title was just last month.
Yeah, they did well in the Grand Prix as well. They were 3rd in the Grand Prix finals as seniors, so keep your eye on them. Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea looking for something special here. I just sense they've been a little bit rattled, lost their national title this year, finished in 3rd place. They were 4th in 4 continents. Love to see them skate well here. How do they look?
Well, that was a fantastic triple twist. They've been a little bit hit and miss in practice here, but hoping that the adrenaline of a hometown Worlds will help them through their short program today. Danny is no stranger to this experience. He was here with a former partner in 2016. Ellie, relatively new to pair skating. For this team, it's going to be the throws to look out for. Throws have been a struggle for them, but where they excel is in pretty much everything else.
Yeah, he's so experienced, and he's going to need that experience, and they're going to need the crowd behind them. The Hungarians will follow them, Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. He's from St. Petersburg, she's from Moscow, but here representing Hungary. And this team, remember, did finish in 4th place in the World Championships last year, so keep your eye on them.
This team is struggling with a back injury to Alexei. They say it is not completely healed, and he has been seeing a doctor, but he has been cleared to compete here, and they're working to get it completely healed for next season.
Well, we wish him well.
Maria and Alexei are such solid jumpers, single skaters. Their jumping elements are superb, and they have been so consistent.
Yeah, it'd be great to see them skate well here. And last to go, it'll be the Italian team of Rebecca Giladi and Filippo Ambrosini. These two finished on the podium a couple of times at European Championships. They were silver medalists in 2023, won the bronze medal last year. But in the World Championships, they've never been inside the top 10. But they've been in pretty good form in practice. We'll have to see, yeah?
Yeah, this team, it will be the jumping elements. They do have a lesser degree of difficulty also going with the double axels, so not seeing the same base value from them as we are from most of the other teams.
Yeah, it's so important when you're on the back foot like that, you've got to go clean, haven't you?
Absolutely. Don't have a point to spare.
And that's just underlining your point, isn't it? The throw's so important for the Americans. Ellie has got to find that right foot somehow, some way.
And you know what? Everybody who starts pairs finds some elements a little bit easier to learn and pick up, and some are a little bit more difficult. Ellie picked up the triple twist seemingly very easily and seamlessly. They have a great triple twist. The throws are just not coming quite as naturally to this team. I believe that they will get them, but it's taking a little bit of time.
Well, they're going to hurry up because Danny's getting on a bit.
Deanna's 41.
But that's true. He's got time. Oh, he's got plenty of time. What am I talking about?
They've just landed one, not on your screen, but we saw it.
Yeah, Danny and Ellie, yep, they landed the throw triple loop, and it was a good one too, wasn't it?
It was a good one. It'll do.
Okay. Things really starting to hot up. Just to remind you, it's the Australians out in front, Anastasia and Hector leading with 65.73. Elisa and Misha for the USA, 63.70 in second place, but there's nothing between them and the Canadians, Leah Pereira and Trent Michaud, who have 63.28. In fact, the top 5 are all pretty close, to be honest.
They are within just a couple of points. You talk about age, Chris, and I know you're joking, but longevity in pairs, we see athletes that are a little bit more experienced, I'll say, able to compete a little bit longer in this discipline. It does take longer to gel as a pair, and with the exception of Sui and Han at the 2022 Olympics, most Olympic champions are a little bit more experienced athletes in recent years.
I'll go and get my skates on then.
I'd pay money to see it.
It's not worth it, I can tell you. I promise you. Okay, that's it. So much at stake here.
Georgia, would you please welcome now Anastasia Metelkina and Luka Berulava.
Well, they were 7th last year at the World Championships. Here skating to Summertime, performed by Billy Stewart. This is Anastasia Metelkina and Luka Berulava for Georgia. Magnificent triple twist to start. No hesitation whatsoever on the Salchows. Just crazy quality on the throw triple flip.
Oh.
Well, they are phenomenal. Little shaky on the back outside death spiral at the end there. But apart from that, it all looked pretty much plain sailing and went according to plan. Those first three elements, well, the first four elements were outstanding, weren't they?
Absolutely. From a pair element perspective, unmatched so far in this competition. They have fantastic pair elements, and they skate incredibly fast. I do want to draw a little bit of attention to the patterns that they're taking into their lift and their throw have no choreography. So they're skating very, very fast, and that is so awesome, and it's impressive, the elements that they're able to do. But they're not doing as difficult of transitions as some of the other teams that we'll see. It's a great program, and they're into it, and they perform it, and whatever they're selling, I'm buying it. But I do just want to draw a little bit of attention to that fact. And that is not at all to detract from the absolute world-class elements that they have done today, apart from...
Yeah, they are a real class act, aren't they? And from the moment the music started, you had that sense that they weren't going to put a foot wrong.
Absolutely, they look very confident. They've gone back to the short program from last season. Really nice side-by-side triple Saukaus. Close together. Beautiful throw, triple flip. Beautiful landing position. This is where things got a little bit dicey. Watch, Luca almost slips, but he appears to stay in his low pivot. The technical panel are awarding them with a level 3. Originally, they had put it in as a 1, so they've gone back to look at it, decided that he did not leave his pivot. They've just got a little bit of a negative grade of execution for the slip.
Yeah, and that's the only element in the program that gets a negative GOE. So this is going to be a huge score. Their personal best is 72.26. They only need 65.74 to go into the lead.
The score, please.
And that was a pretty good performance. Could it be close to their personal best?
Anastasia Metelkina and Luca.
Yes, it could. 71.68. They do go into the lead. And it's a heck of a lead, to be honest with you. And that is a good score.
That score could find them in the final group tomorrow. It's a great score.
It certainly could. So the Georgians lead, the Australians in second, and the Americans in third now.
Now on the ice, representing the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen, Ellie Khan and Danny O'Shea.
So here they are. They finished third in the US National Championships this year. Former champions, of course. Fourth in 4 continents too. This is the third time for them at the World Championships. Never inside the top 10. We wish them all the best here. This is Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea. Beautifully caught on the triple twist. So much speed through that. Now, this element could be crucial. And they make it! Perfect unison as well, triple salcho's. Took her a couple of goes to land the throw in the warm-up, but she makes it just a hand down.
Watch this entry.
Just taking in the moment. And what a moment it was.
From the United States of America, Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea.
I am absolutely thrilled for these two. Ellie and Danny, you nailed that short program. Hope you can keep it going for the free. That really was super stuff. And that's got to give them some confidence for the free.
I hope so. It was a excellently skated short program. I love this program for them. Ellie and Danny don't take the easy route to anything. They have difficult lift transitions in and out of all of their elements. They skate seamlessly together. I did think they were a little uncharacteristically tight at the start of the step today. Not a big deal, especially in the grand scheme of what this moment was for this team. Especially after a couple challenging practices here.
Okay. And then I'm going to sit with you, so put your stuff on. No matter what happens from here.
Yeah, they have looked a little bit out of sorts, haven't they, here? But when the moment mattered, they got it together.
Nice triple twist in at a level 3. Here, side-by-side triple salchows. Watch Danny, I think he might have touched his free foot down, resulting in just a slight negative in the grade of execution for that element. Not a huge deal. This I love, though. So incredibly difficult. She's standing with blades on his legs before he picks her up for this beautiful level 4 group 4 lift and an incredibly difficult dismount. Only a few seasons together, and they really have meshed and gelled together so well. Respect to Drew Meekins and his team.
Sandy, everybody in Boston, thanks for
Yeah, they really have. So 73.16 is a season's best. They need 71.69 to take the lead. They're not going to do that. It will be second. Yeah, 68-61. It is second place in behind the Georgians. I think they'll be pleased with that. The key for them is they are ahead of their teammates. They're ahead of the champions going into the free. There's not much in it, but every little helps.
Competing on behalf of Hungary, would you please welcome now to the ice Maierhofer and Alexei Chtchetinina.
So this team were 4th in the World Championships last year. They've been 4th in the European Championships for the last couple of years. Did well in the Finlandia Trophy this year. They are carrying a bit of an injury. I hope it doesn't play on them too much here. This is Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko for Hungary. Really clean on the twist. Such fast rotation. Oh, they make the toe loops look easy. And there's the flip, and it's a beauty. Goodness me, you'd never known there was an injury there, would you?
You really wouldn't. That was fantastic.
It really was. Every single element throughout the program looked as sharp as mustard to me. Those triple toes were crackers.
This team is so consistent.
Alexei Chtchetinina.
The program is fun. You can tell that they like it. They perform it well.
Yeah, they've both got a bit of character, haven't they? And I think that choice of music, as you rightly said, really suits their style, their character, something they can get their teeth into.
And it's different than most teams.
Yeah.
It sets them apart in a unique way. here, their triple twist. It's in at a level 4. Steps, split, arms down, clean catch. Well done, with a great of execution as well. These, though, pretty close together.
Yes.
Pretty well timed. Nice controlled landings. Maria's throw Lutz is amazing. The only element the technical panel did not award a level 4 is their backward outside death spiral, and that's just in at a level 1. So they've lost a couple points there that they would have had if they had a level 4 on their back outside death spiral, but nothing major.
Mama, Papa.
Well, they need 71.69 to overtake the Georgian team. 66.89 is their best score this season. Sure they could do better than that. They got 67.45. It is third place for Maria and Alexei. They slot in behind Ellie and Danny, but still the Georgians out in front.
Would you please welcome, representing Italy, Rebecca Galati and Filippo Ambrosini.
Well, these two haven't competed in the World Championships since 2021, where they finished in 17th place. They've been on the podium at the European Championships a couple of times. What now for Rebecca Galati and Filippo Ambrosini from Italy. Music from Moulin Rouge. Lost a little bit of flow through the twist. And down on the double axel. That was a hard fall too. Double-footed landing on the throw triple Lutz.
Unbelievable. Great lift. Well, that was some comeback from this team after
what it has to be said was a bit of a rocky start. Rebecca Gillardi, Filippo Ambrosini. But he's going to feel that hip tomorrow.
That's such a shame. They've downgraded the jump that they are completing in the short program, and it's not a difficult jump for Filippo. It's a shame to have taken a fall on it today. And then with the 2-foot on the throw, a little bit of a challenging skate for them. I felt like they ran out of steam a little bit at the end. I love the concept of this program. Their intention is depicting the worldwide issue of violence against women and women in power and strength, and I love that. I love that concept, and that this is something they've decided to portray while they skate, and unfortunately not their best today.
But it was courageous, wasn't it? Because when you start off and it doesn't go according to plan, and particularly when you take a fall like that, it really does take the wind out of your sails.
You're so right.
Makes the program so much tougher.
Starting with their triple twist in at a level 2. And here the double axels. Watch Filippo. Really off axis in there, and you're right, Chris, looks like a tough fall.
Yeah,
I keep drawing your attention to the lift entries, but this man is skating doing crossovers with a woman on his shoulder, so I feel it's important to draw your attention to how difficult that is in comparison to something that is backward crossovers with a more simple entry. And that's not to take anything away from anyone. I just want to commend the job that they're doing here today, because that lift really is incredible from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, like a spiral, you mean?
That's right.
Thought I'd take you back to that. It was amazing, wasn't it? I mean, he did those crossovers like they were nothing as well, with us sat on his shoulders.
Incredible. It is so truly impressive.
Yeah, any of you that have been out there and tried to do crossovers, if you're learning to skate, you know that it's not the easiest thing in the world. So, 69.11 as their best score this season. And it's a 60.10. It is 10th place. And they're going to have to take it on the chin. They couldn't have expected much more than that. It is 10th place for them. So in behind Anastasia and Luke for Great Britain. So that's how they stand. We've got one group to go, and it's the Georgians out in front still. Anastasia Metelkina and Luka Berulava leading, with Ellie Kam and Danny O'Shea in second, and Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko in third. Here come the final group. Riko Miura, Ryoshi Kihara, the world champions from 2023. They'll get us underway. The defending champions. Kirsten's up on her feet. Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps for Canada. We wish them all the best here. The team in great form at the moment, the German team. Minerva Fabian Hassa and Nikita Volodin. European champions, winners of the Grand Prix final. Could they win gold here? Last to go, Sarah Conti, Niccolo Macchi from Italy, the European champions from 2023. They finished second this year and fourth in the Grand Prix final. Penny, for your thoughts, Kirsten. Where's this one going?
Here they go. This is going to be good, Chris. I can feel it. This is a team of a warm-up group, excuse me, of 4 amazing teams, all so different, and all practiced so superbly this morning. Couldn't put a foot wrong, any of them. And
so who's your money on?
For a treat. I can't tell you that.
Come on. Spill the beans.
You know what I like about these teams I just mentioned a little, they truly are so different and bring a different style and a different dynamic to this competition, and it makes it really interesting and really exciting to watch.
So there they are. Riko Miura, Ryoshi Kihara, always a joy to watch. I love these two. the world champions from 2023. They were runners-up last year. Always brings something special to the party. She's been a little inconsistent with the jumps over the last season, but correct me if I'm wrong, she seems to be getting her confidence going, getting the timing going.
Both of them have looked fantastic here. They look confident, the jumps look clean, consistent.
And that's got to give them confidence going into this short program.
And their programs this year, the short, especially for me, are so effective.
And there she is, the Wonder Woman, Diana Stellato-Dudek, who will be out there with Maxime Deschamps. She loves the occasion. She loves the big occasion. They are the defending champions. They went to 4 continents as the defending champions and couldn't defend that one. Can they possibly get 2 world titles in a row? Wouldn't that be something?
It seems as though they had a breakthrough at 4 continents. They had a really tough short program, and then they had nothing to lose, and said they skated a little bit more free in the free program with less fear and less concern about being perfect, and they believe that that is what will make the difference for them.
So it's the mindset. Minerva Fabian Hasse, Nikita Volodin will follow them. They are the European champions. They won the Grand Prix finals. They are in incredible form. And I know you fancy their chances, don't you?
I think Minerva and Nikita will have something to say about this title. They've been almost undefeated this season. They've lost 1 competition, and they lost to the 4th team in this group, Sarah Conti and Niccolò Macci, who are on your screen at this very moment. Minerva and Nikita have been so consistent this season.
Yeah, and then when they didn't win, they finished second. So
That's right.
It hasn't been too bad. And Sarah Conti and Niccolò Macci last to go, the team that won the European Championships back in 2023 when they finished on the podium at the World Championships as well. First time in, won a bronze medal.
And this team is special too. They bring more of a skating skill focus to their look. All of these teams have fantastic skating skills, but Sarah and Niccolò bring passion. They bring the Italian passion to this event. Their base value in the free program a little bit lower than the other teams, but they have made up for that in the past with their incredible second mark.
Yep, they're going to need it, that's for sure. We've got a couple of minutes to go in the warm-up. Looking down. Oh, yes. Rico looks good.
Beautiful triple toe from Riku. Just missed it on your screen.
She looks sharp, and that's important. Just going through the edge work there, nice. Set of rockers and counters. Getting that cluster going. They all look pretty relaxed out there.
I was just gonna say that. The warm-up looks very relaxed. These teams are all so experienced. They have a myriad of experience at high-level competitions with high pressure. They've been here before. They know how to manage it. They know what they need. Their coaching teams are experienced and know how to say the right thing and do the right thing. This has come down to a science for a lot of the athletes at this extremely high level when you're fighting for a world championship title.
Skaters, there is 1 minute remaining in your warm-up. Please welcome the president of the International
as we're in the
Skating Union
final
and member
minute of the warm-up,
Olympic Committee,
a very proud president of the International Skating Union, Mr. Jae Young Kim, being presented to the crowd there.
And world champion Alexa Kanirov.
Yeah, he must be thrilled with how this event is going so far. It's been a great opening day, and it's not over yet. 4 teams still to go. Oop. icy moment there.
That concludes the warm-up. Skaters, would you please leave the ice?
So just to remind you, Rico and Ryushi first to go, then Diana and Maxime. They'll be followed by Minerva and Nikita. And last to go, Sarah and Nicolo.
Representing Japan, would you please welcome now Riku Miura and Riichi Kihara.
Well, they've been on the podium at the World Championships for the last 3 years, and they were at the top of the podium 2 years ago. The start of their challenge, we wish them well, Riku Miura and Ryushi Kihara of Japan. Oh, phenomenal on the twist. It's the toe loops now. And they make it. Unbelievable control through the lift.
Yes.
And she makes the throw, triple looks. It was beautiful.
From Japan, keep it going, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara.
Well, that was phenomenal. Just looking around, just about everybody up on their feet, and rightly so. I don't think I've ever seen them skate any better than that. It was a phenomenal performance, skated at electrifying speed, There wasn't a moment of hesitation, was there?
Not a moment. Riku says their short program means the new us. I liked the old them also, but I love this short program. Choreographed by Shaylin Bourne. The step sequence is special.
Yeah.
The whole program is fantastic, but it's dynamic. The movements are sharp. Starting here with their twist. And at a level 3, they would have wanted a 4, but nothing major. Now this jump for Riku is in at an under rotation. So she is receiving a slight minus in the grade of execution. Not this though. Unbelievable. Throw triplets. Wow. Back outside death spiral, also in at a level 3, but with a huge positive for quality. You said it, Chris, they've had a tough time with injuries in the last season, and they just look so back.
It's a long road, isn't it? When you're injured and things aren't going well, you almost can't see the end of the road. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the light is a Belisha beacon now, isn't it, for these two? Fantastic stuff. 76.57, that's very, very close to their season's best. And that has them shooting into the lead. They have thrown the gauntlet halfway down the road to the 3 teams that are still to go in this final group. So Rico and Ryoshi lead, Anastasia and Luca in 2nd place now.
And now, representing Canada, please welcome Vienna, Stellato-Dudek, and Maxime Deschamps.
So they go into this with new pressures. This only the 3rd time they've competed at the World Championships. Can you believe that? But they go into this short program as the defending champions. We wish them all the very best of luck here. The incredible Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps. Sharp on the twist. With a contact on the way out. They make the toe loops. The skin of her teeth to the throat triple loop. Goodness me, they fought their way through that program. There's a couple of the elements that are going to be looked at by the technical panel. It, in a couple of places, was hard work, wasn't it? The throw was difficult, a little bit of a bobble on the combination spin, but they fought, they hung on in there, and that is the most important thing to do in the short program.
That's right, they fought to keep themselves in the game. It's still a good short program. It's just, there are a number of unusual errors for them in the spin. Usually their side-by-side change combination spin is one of their best elements. It's one of the notes I took at practice yesterday. It seems silly, but it's a difficult element that a lot of teams overlook and don't practice as much. Theirs is so good, usually. Today, a little bit funny. Throw loop just a little bit off. We saw Deanna having a hard time to hold on to the landing, having to take a step forward. Their triple twist, an uncharacteristic level 3 today. They usually are very consistent with the level 4 in their triple twist. But look, still a great short program. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Here we go, we have the steps, split. Looks like Deanna touched Max's shoulder on the catch, which effectively removes the clean catch bullet or feature. I do think they've worked to get these side-by-side jumps closer together. They used to be much farther apart, both hanging on. Not easy for either of them. Let's take a look at that throw triple loop. A little over-rotated with the left side of her body, and her free foot has to turn out. She disguises it quite well, though.
Yes, amazing. That smile never left her face. Although on the landing of the loop, it might have been a bit of a grimace, but it was impressive. So where will they have them? They need 76.58 to go into the lead. It's not as good as the Japanese, that's for sure. It's 67.32, fifth place. 67.3. In behind the Hungarians, ahead of the Australians. They've got some work to do. We've got 2 to go.
Now on the ice representing Germany, please welcome Minerva, Fabian Hazen, and Nikita Golubeva.
Well, they've been in unbelievable form this season. They are the European champions. Remember, they were bronze medalists in the World Championships last year. Winners of the Grand Prix final this season as well. This is Minerva Fabian Haase and Nikita Volodin for Germany. Beautiful start. No problems with the Salkos. Just amazing length on that throat triple loop. Just so much sophistication throughout that program. Right from the off, there was a real air of confidence, and they kept that going all the way through. The challenge from the German team, Minerva Fabian Hasse and Nikita Volodin.
You just know when this team skates that you can feel confident in their ability to execute their elements. They've been so consistent. And in fact, that competition that they did not win, that we spoke about it, was because they had a fall in a step sequence. So they've been so reliable this season. They really just are locked in. And I love this choreography. We didn't have the same applause from the arena here in Boston.
No.
I was surprised. I like the nuance in all of the different musicality and the transitions and in the step sequence. I think it's really quite brilliant.
Don't you think, though, that the Japanese Riko and Ryushi were tonight just at another level? They were just a bit sharper and a bit faster.
They were definitely faster. It's different. They're so different. I said that in the warm-up.
Yeah.
Here, looking at their triple twist, level 3. Minerva has a hard time with the split feature and has been pretty vocal that she wants that split. We know they're working hard at it at home. Here, their side-by-side triple Saukas. See, Nikita's really on a lean in the air, does a good job to hold on to it. Here, their throw triple loop. Little bit of a forward lean. She's so strong in her back, is able to hold the landing position.
Yeah, look, one of those performances where they have to work hard to make everything work, whereas normally it almost looks
easy.
effortless. Yeah, that's right. So they need 76.58 to go into the lead. They've had 76.72 this season. It's 73.59. It is second place for the Germans. They go in behind Riko and Ryushi, ahead of Anastasia and Luka from Georgia. That's where they wanted to be, in the mix. Just one to go.
Competing for Italy, would you please welcome now to the ice, Sarah Conti and Niccolò Macci.
Well, they've been on the podium before. They were bronze medalists a couple of years ago at the World Championships. Finished in 6th place last year. Runners-up at the European Championships. What now for Sarah Conti and Niccolò Macci from Italy? The music, Carmen, and it's a mighty, powerful program, this, if they can nail it. Really strong on the twist. Oh, what a throw triple loop that was. And there's the Salkos. Now watch them sell it. Well, what a fitting way to end this pair's short program. They could not have given that any more. It had all the drama, all the passion you'd expect from a top-notch Italian team. Carmen at his very best, wasn't it?
Did I tell you they'd bring the passion? That was amazing.
They did bring it.
I don't think they could have done that short program better. Such an amazing vehicle for them. They are such passionate skaters. You saw it right at the beginning. She landed a throw triple loop, and then she clapped for herself.
Yes.
That's so much. And it continued. They performed it from the beginning all the way to the end. This is not the short program they started the season with. Started with a different program. They went to their choreographer and said, we want something with a stronger character where we can be stronger performers. And it was such a good choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, it suits them perfectly. And you felt right from the first beat of the music, she got her teeth into it, and she was playing the part.
And they match each other in performance, which is not always the case in pair skating. Cool opening position. Now this twist, though not the highest that we've seen in this event, is achieving all 4 features, so they are getting a level 4 and over 7 points for that element. Throw triple loop. It's huge, perfect in the air. Right over top. Hand-to-hand group 4 lift. Sarah changes position right away, then she'll change again. This one's a feature. Nicolo lets go. He's on 1 arm for 2 revolutions, and Sarah's in a difficult position. There's their difficult exit, level 4. The only element that's not in at a level 4 is their back outside death spiral, and that's only a 2. So that's gonna hurt them a little bit, a tiny, tiny little bit.
Yeah, Rico and Ryushi, they got a 3 on the back outside death spiral, didn't they? So it's not too much in it. 76.58 is the target score. Can they beat that? No, they can't, but it's close. They are in second place. 74.61 is a very, very good score indeed. Very, very close to their personal best. So a sigh of relief, and Sarah and Nicolo slot into second place. What a fantastic end to the opening day of these World Championships. Just sensational stuff.
And what a fantastic pair event.
It really was, and that's how it finished. Rico, Mayura, Ryoshi, Kihara with the smallest of margins, but they have got a margin going into the free. Sarah Conti, Nicolo Macchi for Italy in second, then Minerva Fabian Hasa and Nikita Volodin there in third place. The Georgians in fourth, Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea just behind them. That's the situation further down. Well done to the Brits there, Anastasia and Luke, and they're the 3 teams, unfortunately, that won't make it through. Whoa. Wasn't that great?
It was a great event. We saw some fantastic short programs today. Here's hoping for some great free programs tomorrow.
Well, the key thing is it's all to play for, because it's literally, what, an element splitting top 4 or 5?
That's right.
So anything can happen.
Anything can happen tomorrow.
It's going to be who can hold their nerve.
It's going to be exciting. I can't wait.
No, it is going to be great. That is for sure. Yeah, the medals decided tomorrow in the pairs event, the first medals of this World Figure Skating Championships here in Boston. So that's it from us here. Just to remind you, tomorrow it's the Men's short program at 11 o'clock local time, and the pairs free 6:15 in the evening. Hope you can join us for that. But for now, from myself, Chris Howarth, and Kirsten Moore-Towers, bye for now.